All right, YouTube family, what's going on? Last night I had one of my one-on-one coaching calls, and I really haven't shown too much of these on the channel, just like a minute here, a minute there in some of my vlogs. But I wanted to, record a whole hour just so you guys could see kind of how the calls go. And also for anyone who wasn't aware that, this is a service that I provide, to let you know that this is something that I do. So you can definitely head over to my website and send me a message if it's something that you would like to do as well. But yeah, just kick back and relax. Like I said, it's about an hour long, and I'm just going through answering any questions that he has and kind of getting to know him. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you dig it, and I'm gonna catch you in another vlog soon. Peace.
Hello?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Oh, hey, man. First of all, I gotta say, man, I'm a fan of what you got going on, bro. Like, when you first started, I remember when we used to get on the YouTube videos. I
Yeah.
used to look for your videos. They wouldn't even pop up, like, because you was the first. I used to type in mixed by Jordan and videos of Michael Jordan popping up. I'm like, God, dog. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hey, I wonder if that was you, because I remember somebody who commented on one of my videos saying that, and I didn't know. I realized that was happening, but I didn't know how to fix it. But yeah,
Man,
that's funny,
that was
bro.
crazy. Yeah, but yeah, man, you're a real big influence on what I got going on.
I
But the
appreciate you.
cut. Yeah, man. But to cut to the chase, what I want to do, okay, I'm a rapper. I'm primarily a rapper.
Mm,
But what I want to do is I want to take an approach that you're taking, as far as selling courses and selling um um a product as like tips and stuff like that. How you do it with the engineering side, I want to bring that to a rapping side of things. And so basically, I'm just gonna ask. I got a couple questions I want to ask you. That's cool.
yeah,
Basically, not just about music, but I got questions like about like dieting and exercise and just principles and stuff like that. That's cool, man.
I'm with that for sure. Where you from, bro?
Cool. Oh, I'm from Gainesville, Florida.
Uh,
UF.
okay,
Go,
okay.
go Gators.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I ride with KU, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I know you from Kansas. I know you like the Kansas thing, right?
Right. Yeah, man. I was gonna say
I
I could
I
tell
already
you
know.
from down south though.
Yeah, yeah. But man, yeah. But so my first question I want to ask is basically, what you doing, everything you doing, like how do you handle failures and setbacks?
Man, I really I go so like just much every single day that I don't even really stop and think about failures and setbacks. Anytime like I'm feeling like something setting me back, it just kind of motivates me to keep going even harder. Right now, like honestly, my first year and a half doing this full time, the major setback that I find most is just financial. So it's like whenever I'm thinking about, damn, I need more money, it just means I got to work that much harder. So like for real, my wife gets mad at me because I'm literally working from like 4:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock midnight, and it's just I know that I got to make more money for real, and not to say that everything should be money focused, but at the same time, like when you got bills to pay, the pressure's on for real. So yeah, you just gotta you can't stop and think about it like, damn, this shit's hard, but you gotta keep moving forward.
Wow, yeah, man. Cool. I appreciate that. I know with me, uh I'm super spiritual, so
Hmm.
first thing I do is I gotta pray.
Yeah,
But and then and I just go from there, bro.
yeah,
Another okay, next question. Any books you read? Any books you would suggest I get read, or
yeah,
any mentors or great people I should look up?
yeah, definitely. The person I've been watching the most lately, and like books I've been reading from this person is Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if you're familiar with Gary V.
Yeah, I heard of, yeah.
Yeah, so and I can send his like Instagram and YouTube page through email, I can send that over to you. But that's a person that I kind of watch right now just because he's all about hustle. And I do try to find some sort of balance as far as, you know, building my business, being a husband, my church, things like that. I try to find a balance, but at the same time, like I said, the pressure is kind of on right now. And Gary V, he kind of is just like really in your face and really just cut and dry with, you know, not accepting any excuses. You know, if you're getting hung up by your own failures or setbacks, then that's on you. That's not on any roadblocks that you're seeing. That's kind of on you. So like he puts out daily content, and it's kind of just this motivational thing that I'm able to watch. You know, 5-10 minutes of every single day to kind of get me going.
Oh man, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. Also, I don't know if you heard of him. I just bought an audio book by him. His name is Peter Voogd, something like that. You ever heard of him?
No, I haven't.
He did an interview with Garrett before, and I think that's how I found out about Garrett. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay. His name. What's his
Peter,
last name?
Peter Voogd,
Okay.
Voogd,
Okay. Yeah.
real good business leader.
Yeah.
Um, which is my next question. What do you think? So, most important lesson you learned in leadership? Would you say?
My most important lesson in leadership, I would say, I would say to be 100% comfortable and confident in who you are as a person. I feel like most people aren't able to pursue things that they want to do, and it's mostly because they're afraid of failing, because they're afraid of what people are going to think of that failure. Not It's not even that they're afraid of failing. I feel like if you was the only person on this earth and you failed, you wouldn't feel, some type of way about it. You would probably just be like, oh well, and just chalk it up. But since other
Yeah.
people can see it, people are afraid of that. So like a funny story is these vlogs. Probably, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, I bought a camera with the intention of vlogging. This is whenever I first thought, first started buying gear and like getting into the mixing game. I bought a camera with the intention of vlogging, and I tried vlogging. I didn't, I thought I looked stupid on camera. I was like stuttering and stuff. I ended up selling the camera. Then I bought another camera with the intentions of vlogging. A few months later, same thing, sold it. So it took me like 3 years to, get enough confidence to start vlogging, just because I was afraid of what people thought. And so, but now that I've been vlogging, it's really opened up my business, and it's really a blessing. So it's just like kind of getting out of the mindset of caring what people think, and just being comfortable with who you are, and be comfortable with the person your parents raised. If your parents raised you to be a leader, just be confident in that, and walk in it.
Wow. Yeah, I remember. On one vlog, you was talking about how people look at you crazy because you carry around this big camera all the time,
Right.
and it's how much confidence you built up since then
Right.
to get there. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's really what made me fall in love with fitness, because fitness was the first thing that kind of really started building up that confidence. I was really, really insecure like growing up. And I think confidence just comes from setting a goal and constantly like progressing. And with fitness, when you're lifting weights and you're constantly getting stronger, you're
Yeah.
constantly hitting new personal records and new personal records. And it just kind of makes you feel confident. It just gives you more momentum in that,
Mhm.
down that positive road. So that's what really made me fall in love with fitness.
Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, that leads me straight to my next question. I want to talk to you about dieting because um, I've been reading the book that I was telling you about. He got a real big emphasis on like physical energy, give you momentum
Hmm.
for everything else. And I've been running. Okay, so boom, I graduated 2016, so I'm fresh out of high school and ran. So I'm doing sports all through high school,
Okay.
but high school done stopped.
Right.
So I ain't working out about I ain't working out about 2 months a month. So I got to I got to get the ball back rolling.
Yeah.
So I guess we want to like what's some diet and like some healthy.
Yeah.
things, stuff like that.
So, do you still have like an athletic body? Do you still look like you're in
Yeah,
shape?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like, I can hop back when I'm ready to. I just got too late. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do run or something tonight.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I kind of asked that just to see if like, are you in a position where you're trying to gain muscle or do you have body fat to
Oh
lose?
yeah. I need. Nah. I'm skinny. I'm like small, but I'm like kind of ripped with it at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, as far as the diet goes, what I would do, because I graduated high school weighing 140 pounds. So,
Okay. See,
and
I'm 160. I'm 165.
okay, how tall are you?
About 6'4",
Oh,
6'3".
okay, yeah. So I graduated six. I was 6'3", or I am 6'3", and I was 140. Uh, so I was, yeah. I know what you mean about being skinny. So
Mm.
as far as the diet goes, you really want to just try to aim for. As far as protein, you want to hit about 1 gram per pound of body weight. So like that's gonna be eggs, chicken, beef, protein powders, um, turkey. Just lean proteins, and you want to try and get. If you weigh 160, you want to try and eat 160 grams of protein. Um,
Uh,
yeah, and then as far as like everything else, I like to eat a lot of rice, potatoes. I usually have like oatmeal or toast or something like that with my breakfast.
yeah,
Um,
I seen that.
yeah, yeah, but I
I
go.
started eating that too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I always try to get about 6 to 8 eggs in, and whenever I break my fast, and then with some toast or oatmeal, and try to get a good amount of like healthier carbs in. But yeah, you really just want to load up on protein, your good carbs, and then try to keep the fat kind of minimal.
Cool. Yeah, I remember you was doing that
That physique, that physique show. Yeah.
yeah, that physique show when you was going hard with that. I remember that, man.
Yeah, I was trying, bro. I was trying.
Yeah, bro. So okay, which leads me to my next question. I know you said vlogging has helped your business a whole lot. So what other promotional strategies you use or try to incorporate to help you business wise?
That's a
Promotions
that's a
strategies.
great question. And that's something I've been thinking about a lot lately because I really stick to the vlogs. I'm passionate about vlogging. Like I feel like anybody who's looking to start their own business, really needs to take advantage of YouTube because it's just free marketing. But at the same time, like me personally, I need to get better at using like my Instagram, Facebook. I rarely get on Facebook, Twitter, things like that, because I mean, you can. Those are just platforms where you could reach even more people. But I feel like those are kind of a little bit harder because people have to add you and almost become like a friend, like on Facebook and stuff like that. Whereas YouTube, you can just type in studio tour and boom, I might pop up. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, like to me, for anybody who's really trying to create like a digital store or any sort of digital business, YouTube is where it's at, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I know when you saying talk about the Facebook and everything, I like that too. And another thing is, for me, I find it distracting when I download them apps because I find myself, just scrolling through
Right.
timelines and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
And I notice when I like when I delete it, I be more focused. So it's
Yeah.
kind of
And like that's my thing. That's why I never get on Facebook, because it seems like when I hop on there, I mean, I got all my friends and family on there, but it seems like most people are always caught up in a bunch of negativity, and then you end up wasting a whole bunch of time because you start scrolling and reading what people are talking about, and like next thing you know, you done wasted an hour reading something that doesn't even matter. So, yeah, that's why I really don't be on social media too much like that. But at the same time, you want to go where people's eyes are at, and people do spend a lot of time on those platforms. So I got to get better at trying to find a way to maneuver through all that stuff.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I remember you was talking about a little bit about balance.
Yeah.
earlier in the conversation. You can just go over that again. You talking about with your wife,
Yeah.
your church, and you got to still make money because we got to make money every day. So
Yeah, man. And that's why like you're in a cool position because you're still so young. I don't know if you got a girlfriend or anything, but I feel like looking
yeah, yeah,
you do.
yeah. Unfortunately, no, I'm playing. Yeah,
Nah. But yeah, I look back at my like 20s, my early 20s especially, and I wasted so much time on just stupid stuff. And that's those are the times where I could have just been all in and not even thinking about balance. I could have just been grinding nonstop. But now, I've got a responsibility as the man of my house, as being a husband. My wife and I are, we're in the church, and I'm thankful for her because she puts a lot of pressure on me as far as being like the spiritual leader of the house as well. So that's an area that I kind of lack in because I'm always so focused on work. So just trying to find the balance to you know not be just so one sided, not being so just only focused on work, but being a good husband, being the spiritual leader of my house, things like that. Those are very important, and I feel like if you're able to find balance in those areas, that's just gonna propel your business even further. So yeah, so I mean that's just kind of something that I personally struggle with at times, but am kind of accepting that challenge and progressing in those areas.
yeah. I think I find my struggle as far imbalances when I try to, because I'm in school.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started doing work. I started a work study, and so like when all that kind of happened with the music and everything, I found myself either working out way less, just making terrible health decisions.
Yeah,
Either I'm doing that, or maybe I'm doing like really good in school, but I haven't worked on my music,
yeah.
and that's what I mean as far as that.
Yeah, like something you can do, and this is something that I've recently started doing, and I haven't even put this in the vlogs yet, but uh, I've got a little like planner now, and every single day I'm writing down like every single hour what my schedule's gonna be, and so that's I work out first thing in the morning, and the reason why I do that is because there's nothing's competing with my time in the morning. My wife is asleep. No artists are trying to be in the studio at 5 in the morning, stuff like that. So I get that done first thing in the morning. Plus, I feel like working out ain't easy. It's like you're putting a lot of strain on your body, and sometimes like you don't look forward to it. But once you get through it, then it's like you've built up all this momentum for the rest of your day. Like you already did something hard and knocked it out. Let me do something else that may be hard. I'm gonna knock that out too. That's kind of the mentality I get after I work out. Um, so I get that done first thing in the morning, and then I literally write down hour by hour by hour what my schedule is going to be the rest of the day. So that way I can try and make sure I'm being disciplined and sticking to a schedule, and I'm able to get everything done that I wanted to get done that day. So whether it's responding to emails or knocking out a mix here, knocking out a mix here, training a client here, spending time with my wife here. I try and write everything down and stick to that schedule. So, like in your case, I don't know if you're an early morning person or not, but you could try working out in the morning, get your school knocked out, right after you're done with school, schedule a few hours for music, schedule a few hours for homework, schedule a few hours for the lady, you know what I'm saying? Just however it fits for you. But I would say try and write it down and try and stick to that schedule.
Yeah, yeah. Working out early, I was. It's like, okay, boom. I get up early, but I know I can get up earlier.
Mm,
Like I'm usually up around 7:38.
yeah,
But I've been up, like for like month 2, 3 strong. I'm able to wake up at 6,
yeah,
like on the dot, and just get up, and then just work out and da 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 da, and then all of a sudden it'll stop. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I feel like I can be more disciplined and consistent with it.
Right. Yeah, I was never a morning person, man.
Yeah,
And I whenever I first started wanting to work out, I was doing it in the evenings, but then like a game might be on and I want to watch the game, or my girl was trying to do something, so I would be real inconsistent with the workouts. But then like one day I just found this motivational video on YouTube, and I used to have that queued up on my phone to so I could play it whenever my alarm would go off in the mornings, and I would play that video. Am I cutting out? Can you hear me? Yo, hello?
Yeah,
Yo, can you hear me?
yeah, I'm good. It's good, huh?
Oh, okay. What was the last thing you heard?
You were talking about oh, you were saying like you were never a morning person,
Yeah.
and that was
Yeah, so like I would just be real inconsistent with my workouts in the evening. So I was like, man, I got to really try and focus on working out in the morning. So I found like inspirational video on YouTube that I used to watch every single morning as soon as my alarm would go off, and that would kind of get me hyped up to go work out. And then after a while, I mean, it just becomes like second nature after you've done it for so long.
okay, okay, okay. Dope. Definitely try that out. I watched I don't know if you heard of it's a YouTube page, and they share like they put together a collage of rappers. Like they got Diddy. You probably seen it. Like they got it's called they got one called VYOB, Visualize Yourself Beyond Ordinary.
Yeah,
VYBO, and then you be
yeah.
watching them, and then my come up like Rick Ross. I watched the. I think I know the Rick Ross might come up word for word by now.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. Yeah, I would just say anything that
yeah, yeah,
motivates
yeah.
you.
But other than that, huh?
I was just saying, I would say anything that motivates you, you know, first thing in the morning. I would just try and watch that, and it'll get you rolling.
Dope, dope, dope. So what's your like goal setting process?
That's tricky. So I got like short term goals, and then I've got like really big long term goals. Like my long term goal is I don't even want to say I want to, but I'm going to win a Grammy. So like
Hi.
anytime that I'm thinking about working with an artist, or when people are sending me mixes, like it's kind of tough because like I said, I really need the money, but I've gotten to the point where I've started turning people down because if it doesn't align with me winning a Grammy, then I don't want any parts of it. So like it's gotten to the point now where I really have to rock with the artists, if they're gonna be in person, or if someone sends me a mix online, I gotta like the song, and I gotta think that this is an artist that may be going places, because I'm taking myself seriously, so I only want to work with people who are taking themselves seriously, and that challenge me as a mixer. So that's my long term goal, is winning a Grammy. Uh, but short term, like I got goals. I set goals for every single day, and then I set goals for every single month. So like on a monthly basis, it might be, it might be a financial goal. It might be try out a new plugin, not necessarily a new plugin, but a plugin that I have that I've never used. But it's all under the umbrella of winning a Grammy, because if I try out a new plugin that I've never used, and it may be something crazy, and it may like help give me even more a sound of my own versus sounding like anyone else, that's just a stepping stone to winning a Grammy. So that's kind of how I go about setting goals.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. I also I do a little bit of mixing and engineering. I did it like let's say about 2016, about May. I've been building up the equipment like since I was in like eighth grade. Like so, eighth grade I got like a MIDI, but
Mm,
now I got like I got inbox 3. I got KRK.
yeah,
Like so, I've been doing. I say I've been doing it for like a couple months as
yeah,
far, but I don't do it. I don't do it as like for you. Like you actually take it on primarily. Like I just it's just a side hustle. Like one day my
Right.
cousin was like, "Yo," they're like, "Yo, I got some people want to come by and record and stuff like that." I was like, "Yeah, just tell them shoot me a couple dollars, 20,
Yeah.
and then we will go from there." But
Yeah.
I know I want to pick back up in the summer. I'm gonna pick back up and just definitely key in more on just mixing and mastering because people like it. It's like people think I'm good at it, but I know it's like I know at the end of the day I'm not gonna be as passionate as you are about it. You know what I'm saying? I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna be more passionate about rapping. So I
Right.
guess I'm trying to see what routes can I take to be better at engineering and like mastering.
Yeah. So as I mean, you're already doing it. Before I really knew what I was doing as a mixer, I was already having sessions. Like I'm the type of person where I just like to be thrown in the fire and let the pressure be on, and that's how I kind of learn and I grow. I grow like that. So you're kind of already doing that. I would just say keep doing that, and if someone's willing to throw you a few dollars, cool. If you got to do it for free, cool. I mean, it's just all about getting those reps in so you can kind of grow as a mixer because I started off getting a bunch of tutorials and I used to buy a whole bunch of gear and stuff like that. But until my ears really started hearing like what an EQ is really doing and what a compressor is really doing, I wasn't getting any better until my ears improved. And for your ears to really start to hear that stuff, it's just about you getting into sessions and really messing with those tools. So, yeah, you're kind of already doing that. And then as far as like you primarily wanting to rap, but also using engineering as a side hustle, man, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Because I feel like one, being an artist, that's out of anything that you can do in music, being an artist is the hardest because there's really no money in it until until you get a fan base and you start getting a little bit bigger. So if you could have side hustles that are still in music, that's dope. Like for me, I personally I like doing videos too. I like doing photo shoots for people. I like doing stuff like that. And so those are like my side hustles. I like training people. That's like a side hustle to my main gig, which is engineering. So yeah, get you a couple side hustles. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
definitely. I actually got a couple. Yeah, I got a few side hustles. Actually, this stuff be coming at me all day. So like I be in the middle of just nowhere, and I just gotta like take out a piece of paper and write out like maybe a couple side hustles. See, I do lines.
Mm-hmm.
I be flipping furniture
Mm-hmm.
on Craigslist.
Yeah.
Do the recording. Make people CD, all kind of stuff. But
Yeah. That's what's up.
I know I'm not going. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want
Right.
that to just go ahead and leverage the rap. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and that's all it is, man. Like you got to know what your primary focus is, but the side hustles they just help you focus on your main thing even more because you're getting a little bit of income from your side hustles, so it doesn't put as much stress on you being a rapper. Like imagine if you had no money coming in and your only thing that you wanted to do was rap. That's going to put a lot of pressure on you and you'll start to resent music because it ain't paying off as fast as you want. But now that you got these side hustles, it takes the pressure off just a little bit and you're able to just continue to love it and focus on it that much more.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, what would you say a couple of your core values are?
Core values. One, are you talking about as a person or
Just
business?
that's a good question. Let's see. Nah, I want to as a person, as a person.
So and honestly, after I asked that, they're almost the same, really. But as a person, my at the heart of everything is love God and be faithful in what you feel like God has for your life, which is real. That was real hard for me just because I grew up in the church and I for the longest I resented the church because like my parents were just super strict and religious to the point when I was in high school, like never hung out with friends. I didn't go to no dances. I didn't do nothing because my parents wouldn't. They wouldn't let me. They had the shackles on me and my brothers. So once I got in college, man, I kind of was crazy for a little bit and wanted nothing to do with church. And my lady, she's kind of reeled me back in, which is good. So that's at the core of everything. Um, I would say the next thing is to really care about people. One in an unselfish way, and then two selfishly. So the unselfish way, I say that unselfishly because, like, obviously you want to care about people. You want to treat people and let them know that you got their back and you're gonna rock with them, no matter what. And they're gonna show you that same support. But then also selfishly, especially when you're thinking about business, if let's say from a mixing standpoint, if I make the artist feel like I really care about them and I really care about the song, like it's almost my song, one, they're gonna keep coming back to me versus the mixer who's just looking at it like a transaction. Two, it's just gonna be a good working relationship. Like I have no friction with anybody that's like a client of mine because it's almost like I become friends with everybody that I work with, even if I'm just talking through them, to them through Skype, because I genuinely make them feel like I care about them and only them at that moment, and I'm really concerned about what it is that they want, and I'm really dedicated to giving them what they want. So yeah, I'll say those are probably top two core values that I have personally.
Dope, yeah, dope. Yeah, I ain't nothing like I watch the videos, and I can see how like you just handle your clients, and then how you just handle your wife. You just pre-playing with her on the camera, stuff like that, and
Mm,
everything like that. So I could already tell you was a solid dude from the jump.
yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Definitely. So another thing. So when it comes to you, when you try to maybe think of new ideas, or maybe even when you just sitting and mixing and you trying to
Mm,
think of something new you could do, or maybe a new fresh business idea.
mm-hmm.
How you develop those ideas.
Really, uh, I would like to sit here and say that I'm some genius and I just think of all this stuff, but bro, like a lot of inspiration just comes from watching other people. Watching. Like I got the whole vlogging idea from watching a lot of fitness YouTubers. Um, I get a lot of business ideas just from like different audiobooks I listen to, or watching videos by like Gary Vee and stuff like that. Um, really, I feel like inspiration comes from people and things that you look up to. Like I get a lot of mixing ideas from listening to music. Like I might hear something in a song and I'm like, dang, that sounds tight. And then I'll go and try and replicate that, but then tweak it a little bit more to kind of make it my own. Uh, so I feel like that's just kind of like life. I feel like I'm the person that I am because I try to emulate my dad, but then I'm also myself at the same time. So I'm just a different version, but at the same time, like I got his blood running through me. So you're kind of just a product of your environment as far as what you listen to, who you watch, who you look up to, but then you kind of just have to make it your own.
Yeah, definitely. The book I was reading about Peter, he was talking a lot about circle of influence, and he was going to say how research shows how if you take the top five people you spend the most time with, and you add together their income and you divide it by five, you get the average income of them. It's a chance that your income, falls in that area,
Mm-hmm.
and then that goes back to what you were saying just about others,
Right.
uh, inspiration from other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good way to look at. Yeah,
And that's also just to piggyback off that. That's a real good reason why you got to be real selective about who is in your circle, who you're surrounding yourself with, who you're watching. Um, you know, it's how can I put this? I don't know. It's just you want to be really selective because a lot of people who you think are your friends will really hold you back. Even growing up, at your age, you still have your elders in your family, and I know me growing up, I thought, every parent, uncle, aunt, grandparent, they're just, you feel like they're just right and they know everything, and then you start to become an adult and you realize that they're just people too. So you got to be real selective on who you're trying to emulate, who's in your circle, things like that, because a lot of people will lead you down the wrong path.
Yeah. I'm glad actually I started reaching out more to other people, like back to the book I've been reading.
Mm.
It's a real good book. It's a real good book. Uh, well, not reading, listen to the audio book, but he
Yeah.
talk about how you should just actually. And my dad, I learned stuff, but my dad usually already be telling me some of this stuff. I guess I got to hear from somebody else. But
Right.
he stresses uh building your team, a network, and how to reach out to different people, and like already this week, I done just from keeping my eyes open and being open to opportunity. I met like a DJ, and I met two investors because I go to school for business, and
Mm-hmm.
I got a thing for business. I got a business mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I I actually went to school. We did we had a class last year. I was one of the guys, and I would have never knew that he was into investing. And I've been trying to find more investors because I just want to be around more people
Right.
who are higher quality people who just on that energy level that I'm trying to reach. And
Right.
in that book, it just encouraged me to reach out, and then I reached out, and like it's like the universe,
Yeah.
I'm getting what I'm going for, and it's kind of like a mirror effect in a
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. And keep doing that, man, because that's the biggest thing that holds people back is they don't even try. But it's funny when you actually try doing stuff and it's, I don't know, you just realize that you can actually accomplish some things, and then it's just a snowball effect because you'll just keep going and keep going. People are in the position that they're in for a reason. Some people are born into certain situations, good and bad, but a lot of people just get out here and either hustle or don't hustle, and that's why they're in the positions that they're in.
Right. Definitely. Um, I want back on the health tip. You got some workouts you think I should probably take on or something like that.
Yeah, I got a perfect one. I'll send you a link actually to the exact program that I'm on right now.
All right, dope. Yeah. Like I said, I'm about to. Like I said, when I was in high school, like I was super. I'm still, and like I'm just like I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but but like I was at one point in time, like I was doing boxing,
Yeah.
track. I did the kung fu, and I
Yeah.
did all this stuff. And during that period of time, like I feel like I was at my peak,
Yeah.
but I was so dead every day,
Right.
like from doing all these different things. And then, but I knew like I was looking good, and everything like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, but then I fast forward and now I'm like, dang, I gotta get back. It's like, but
Do y'all have a
I
you have a CrossFit gym anywhere close to you?
no, I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think so.
Okay.
I got the game. We got Games for Health and Fitness, Planet Fitness. But yeah, oh yeah, that's why I said that because I'm about to. I seen my boxing coach, my old boxing coach, and he was telling me he'll let me back in for 65 a month, and because I had told him like, man, I want to get back up there
Yeah.
because I had to stop going because of track. I was only going to prepare me for track, condition me for track.
Right.
I want to get back up there, but my cash, I gotta get my cash right. He was
Yeah.
like, I let you in for 65. Everybody else pay 85, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna try to get back up there.
Boxing is a crazy workout, man.
Yo, boxing and track are the most hardest things in the
For
world.
real.
Like,
I used to run the 400 back in high school.
oh man, I did it 400 one time. I came dead last, and I would never do it again.
Bro,
I would,
I wasn't really a trackster like that, and I'm a hooper. And in high school, my senior year, I had a cousin that went to the same high school, and he was a track star. And so, like, I was trying to get him to play basketball, and he told me he would only play if I would run track that year. So, like, I was like, all right, I'll just go out and I'll do all jumps. Like, I'll do high jump, triple jump, long jump.
that's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah. And so, like, I was doing those three events, and the very first track meet, the 400 is like the last one of the last events, and my coach, he was like, "Hey, we want you to just try out the 400," and I'm like, "Dang, all right." So I'm all the way in the outside lane, and they blow the gun, and I just take off, and it's staggered in the 400, so I'm running, and I'm about like 100, 150 meters in, and I'm like thinking I'm killing everybody. I see my dad, I'm passing my dad, I'm like looking at him, smiling a little bit. Bro, we round the 200, I'm in dead last place.
Bro, the same thing happened to me. Same thing happened to me. I took off too fast.
Fast, yeah.
I was out of there. I was like, man, all right, y'all, I do it. Let me
Oh
get it over
man,
with.
yeah.
Got out of there.
Yeah, man. I kept running it though, like the rest of the season. We used to have to run 600s and stuff like that. I hated running the 400, man.
Yeah, definitely. My friend, he ran track too. He got me. I started off in ninth and 10th. I hoop. I played basketball.
Mm,
10th, 11th, 10th, 11th, I ran track, and then 12th. No, 10th and 11th, I ran track. No, excuse me. Yeah, 11th and 12th, I ran track,
mm.
and then I did the boxing and the kung fu, and then
Okay.
now this is my first year in college,
Yeah.
so it went like well, it wasn't that long. It was like
Yeah.
last couple months ago.
Right. Right. Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
definitely.
Yeah, boxing will put you in crazy shape for real. You already know that.
Yeah, yeah. Boxing too. So cool. But another thing, so like, what was some of your, I guess, your most rewarding accomplishments? Maybe some accomplishments you really treasure. Maybe some moments you like really grateful for.
Let's see. One of the biggest moments so far, personally, I guess, is my wedding. That was crazy. And then, because as a man, you never think about your wedding day for real, or at least I never did. But yeah, it was a good day. Uh, and then the next biggest was probably just like last month in March. March 17th was a year from the day I quit my job, I think. And just knowing that I made it a year, my lights are still on, my car hasn't been repoed, it almost makes me feel, I don't want to say invincible, but I dang near feel invincible. Like I feel like nothing's going to stop me now. Um, because I think they always say your first year is the hardest, and I
Yeah,
made it
yeah,
through. Yeah, I made it
yeah.
through. So,
Yeah. I just seen that your vlog. The first vlog was a year ago.
yeah.
Yeah, I seen that, man. Congrats, cause I remember when. What happened? It was something, and you vlogged it. Oh, oh no, I'm thinking about Superstar O. It's a
Ah, yeah,
producer.
yeah, yeah.
You know
Superstar
him?
O,
I
yeah.
remember. I remember when he got his Lamborghini, man. I was so happy because like he been grinding, like
Right.
and his Lamborghini so clean. You seen? I know you
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh yeah, bro. I watch it. He's got two crazy cars. He's got the Lamborghini
Yeah,
and the BMW.
yeah. The I8.
The i8, yeah.
I just sent him an email trying to get something like this going with him, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's super motivational, bro, because I remember back whenever this was a long time ago, and I used to rap, and I was seeing his beats way back then, bro, and to see how far he's came, and to know like he's really just done it on his own by really just hustling, and to see where he is now, the house he's got, his cars and everything. Not to say everything is about that, but it just is a symbol of success in business. So uh, yeah, he's super motivational to me, man.
yeah, me too, definitely. Another thing is I've been I want to send a mix your way. I want to send a song your way too. I
Yeah.
think you might like some of my music. I've been doing a lot of work with an engineer who stays in Ocala, Florida. His
Yeah.
name Jeff Peets.
Okay.
I like him.
Yeah.
I just think I've been doing a lot of maybe about two, three, four different engineers. But I know I listen to your mixes and I like the way they sound. Like they got that crisp, they clean,
Mm.
and at the end of the day they creative because some older people they professionals, but they don't got that touch
Right.
the youth got like you young
Right.
with it, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you gonna
Right.
make it clean, like,
Yeah.
and maybe and the young dudes, they got that touch, they just ain't got that professionalism to them. So and
Right.
like you like right there in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I like what you doing, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely send some stuff over. I'll listen to it and let you know what I think for sure.
Okay, so you need send that to your email.
Yeah, you can send that over.
All right, cool. But yeah, and then okay, let's see what else questions I got. I got a couple. Okay, okay. Business wise, going back to business wise, like online
Hmm.
based careers. Well, like, what would you do, like, if you were in my shoes? You know, as far as like just trying to start up, and then with the YouTube and everything like that. Like, I guess what would you do if
Hmm.
you were in my shoes?
I would take your phone or whatever type of camera you have. If the only camera you have is your phone, I would start vlogging everything.
Okay.
I would make my very first video, kind of like what I did, bro. My very first vlog is me kind of introducing myself, telling you that I quit my job and telling you that I'm trying to make it as an engineer. I would do the same thing. I would be like, "Yo, this is day 1. I'm trying to make it, in music. Uh these and kind of just let people see what your struggles are, what your passions are, like let people inside. I feel like if you look at some of the artists out there, like a Wiz Khalifa, he's got a crazy cult following, and it's because he
Mm,
did that. He did that from before
mm.
he was big. You know what I'm saying? He had videos kind of showing you just his daily grind. And now, like, people really, really mess with Wiz because they feel like they know him. It's not even that his music is all that crazy. People just feel like that they were a part of the creative process of his music. So, um, first step is I would try and create a fan base on YouTube. Um,
Okay.
and then secondly, anytime that you drop music, I would really focus on making it look as professional as possible as far as the artwork, getting visuals for it, uh, things like
Huh.
that.
He go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Actually, before I just hit you up, I just sent. He do superstar old stuff. He probably did your stuff. His name Elvis.
El-
Elvis
El-
Slick.
Elvis.
Elvis Slick. He a graphic designer. Like, he did superstar old web page and everything
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought. Dang, see, I forgot about that because I used to try to sell beats online because I make beats too. I did
Yeah.
that only lasted like a month. But anyway, I bought the superstar old. He basically go over how to sell beats online, and
Yeah.
then he talk about Elvis Select, and Elvis Select so professional, and I just sent him some cash for to do the mixtape,
Oh,
the
okay.
cover of my
Yeah.
newest project I want to do.
Yeah.
I just sent him some cash to him because I kind of, that's kind of,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of important as well as far as being professional.
Yep.
Having that good look. Like, I look at your website, it's very professional. You got your different, sections, easy to use,
Yeah.
everything like that. Yep.
Yeah. And I honestly did that all on my own just through Wix.com.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I
Yeah.
like I like. Yeah, yeah.
I
Um.
appreciate that. And then one other thing from the artist standpoint is my guy Aaron Alexander, a dude I've been working with a lot. He he's had some recent, some forward progression going on just because like he's been networking a lot, and his the 2 releases that he's recently had has been on some pretty major blogs, and he's got some people looking at him right now just from kind of getting on those blogs, because I mean a lot of people stay up on those blogs just to see what's new and what's hot. So yeah, I would just keep doing what you're doing right now as far as reaching out to people and just trying to get in contact and network with people, because you never know who you're going to stumble across, and they may have the inside to different avenues that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Actually, it's the Tune Core. Tune Core.
Hmm.
They have it's basically it's called a survival manual for artists or something. They talk a lot of I think they had a section about the MP3 blog, so I definitely
Hmm.
gotta check that out.
Yeah,
Now that I'm hearing that from 2 different places. Yeah.
yeah. Blogs are huge, man. They're really
Right, right.
big.
Are you familiar with the app called Fiverr?
Nah.
Okay, I had it's crazy. Let me know how you feel about it.
Uh,
So Fiverr is an app where you can use it for multiple things. It's like different people on there, and it's called gigs, and they do certain things for you. Well, I used the Fiverr app for music promotion. What I did was I went and I bought a gig from a guy. The ad title says I'll share my music to like my 19 like million followers or something like that.
mm,
And so and I did it and it's $6. It's different gigs. And I sent him a link to my YouTube video, which only had about 120 something plays on it. And in about maybe the next hour, I had about 400 or 500 views
on your
on my
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, and then by the next day, I had $1,000, and this was only, I mean, not 1,000 views on it. This was only a 24-hour gig,
Yeah.
and so it definitely increases your views. But I look at it from a different point as well, because just because it increases your views doesn't mean it increases your fans or your following.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was getting ready to ask you.
yeah, yeah,
What's the engagement like? That's what I pay
yeah.
more
The
attention. Yeah.
definitely the engagement was. I got up to 15 likes on the video, but
Mm,
other than that, the engagement it wasn't there.
yeah.
So that's why I want to ask your expertise on that.
Yeah, see, I'm more so into, instead of numbers, like numbers are great, obviously, but what I'm more into is building a community, building people who really rock with you versus just trying to get, ticks on a page, because the views ain't gonna help you if people ain't gonna be coming back. You know what I'm saying? If if they're not gonna come back, if they're not commenting, if they're not liking it, hitting the actual like button, then those views really don't mean anything. I mean, next time you drop something, you're gonna have to pay for views again. Whereas you could just drop consistent material, vlogs with music and stuff like that, where people really become fans of you, and then your engagement is going to be there, because engagement, the following is going to come as long as you're staying consistent, but the engagement is the piece that a lot of people are missing.
Okay, okay, yeah, that engagement, yeah, because I was definitely thinking about that as far as just I got all these views, but it's not it's not like somebody
Hmm.
actually maybe they probably didn't even they might not even have connected with the music. They might
Right.
not even everything like that. So
Right.
oh yeah, another thing is I just noticed how I noticed how passionate you are about music and just how you I can see like when you be listening to music or
uh
how you just be I can just see you can just see it in
right.
you know what I'm saying you can just see that music in
Right.
how
Right.
you how focused you are
Right.
when you recording and when you everything it's like you see it in you. Yeah, I like that passion you got.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That man, you woke me up a whole but like when I was telling you how I was able to like wake up at 6.
uh
I'm telling you, bro. I was like, man, I'm trying to be like you. You was like a model in a sense. Like
yeah.
you like I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to get to that frequency. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
seeing you wake up, and I remember you had started working out with some girl, and you started waking up even earlier.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I gotta wake up even earlier. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a real, yeah. We really appreciate what you got going on. It's like real
I appre-
everyday life.
yeah, I appreciate that, bro, and that's good to hear, because really, like, I started the vlogs really just to document the journey, but now it's more so to just make people realize that I'm just a regular dude. That's why I try to show people just my life out, even outside the studio, because I'm just a regular dude out here just trying to get by at the moment. But I want everyone to feel like, chasing their dream is can be a reality if you make it. So I don't I hate to see people feel like they're stuck in a lifestyle that they don't enjoy, when you can change it. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. It's gonna be a lot of dedication. It's gonna be a lot of late nights and early mornings, but you can do it if you really want it.
Wow, that yeah, man. I'm definitely appreciative of that. And then, but man, shoot, yeah, all that encouragement, man. I like definitely that. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want to be able to live off my music.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna, it's gonna happen. I
Right.
know it's gonna happen.
Right.
It's meant to happen.
Yeah.
Everything is a season. I learned about
Yeah.
about that. I learned a lot about that in the Bible. It's a season for everything.
Yeah.
It's a season.
Very true. Very true.
Definitely, man. But man, hey, man, I appreciate you for your time, man. I don't really got nothing else for you, man. Just, just really, just thankful, and when I'm definitely gonna try to schedule another one with you soon. I don't know how soon,
No doubt,
but I'm
bro.
definitely gonna schedule one with you soon. And then,
Make sure you send me some of those mixes too, because I'd love to hear them.
some of my mixes or some of my music.
Or some of your music.
All right, cool. And then yeah, also if you can send me the workout or whatever,
Yep.
the workouts.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely that'll be tight too.
Yeah, I'll send that to you right now as soon as we get off here.
Yeah, me too.
Yo,
Other
you
than
mind
that, bro.
if some of this conversation's in the vlog?
Yo, put this in the vlog.
Yeah.
So cool. If anybody wanna get at me, my Instagram is doj.b. My Facebook is ONDOJNEE. Last name Bryant. Get at me.
Bet that. Yeah, I've been thinking about taking a whole Skype call because I record them, and I've been thinking about just making a YouTube video of the whole thing. So I might do that with this one because this was a good call for real.
Yo, definitely, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm just young, hungry, man. I'm trying to grow, trying to build.
That.
Yes, sir. But
all
all
right.
right, man.
Yeah, just
Yes, sir.
send that stuff over. I'll send you an email right now too, and then stay in touch, man.
All right, bless.
All right, you too, bro.
Yeah.
Peace.